Thank God you did that.
So Sean's rolling just to try and screw us over here because the terrible things we say when we don't think it's being rolled on. That's what we do in room 442. That's what we do in room 442. We don't care who we offend.
Just roll.
Yeah. It might go viral, and we'll take that. You know what might go viral? Euro 2024. Way too early picks. Because, you know, the international windows just come to a close.
Thank God.
Thank Christ for that. Really sick and tired of it.
One more next month, boys.
We're seeing the tournament take shape now, slowly, with some big teams booking their places in the tournament. So today we thought we would just look ahead to the tournament and who we think should be ranked as the top seeds, as the best teams, the ones most likely to win next year's tournament. So we'll throw the board up there. And they're kind of similar. We'll get to them, obviously, in more detail, but the two that really stand out here, three I would say actually, would be France, England, Spain in any particular order.
Right.
I need you guys, as football observers and huge fans of the game, to talk me down, okay? Because I've had this fucking hope before for England, and they've broken my heart. But I'm watching this team right now, both the players domestically and for their country, and it's a juggernaut at the moment. They're playing great football. They got two of the most informed players in world football, maybe, dare I say it, the best midfielder in world football in Jude Bellingham. Harry Kane scoring goals for fun, as he always does, looking better than ever at Bayern Munich. Behind him, there's some experience, but still some great youth as well. Could this be the year that England finally get a trophy for the first time since 1966?
I mean, they're getting closer and closer and closer every tournament. It feels like the next step is to win a trophy. It was 2020, which was in 2021 against Italy. Went all the way down to penalties. 2018 World Cup was the semifinals. Closer and closer. So, I mean, to me, I feel like it's England and France and maybe throw Spain in there, and then it's kind of like the rest. But if I'm looking at teams that can actually win it, you definitely have to put England there. The only thing is for me, and this goes, I think, across the board with any team, is if you lose Harry Kane, you're done.
Yeah.
Like, England is finished. I know you have Saka, Foden, Grealish, Bellingham in the midfield.
Who scored on Friday?
Jude Bellingham.
No, Ollie Watkins.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you want to rely on Ollie Watkins?
Come on.
I like
Be my
Ollie Watkins.
guest.
I like
I
Ollie
think we're
Watkins.
talking about the other game. But let's not do that. Let's not do that, Sharms.
Why?
You're going to rely on Ollie Watkins to score all the goals for
Any
England at
team in
Euro?
the world, you lose your top striker, there's going to be problems, right? Very few have that
100%
depth.
agree, but the reliance on him,
Yeah,
I think
it's
is more
different
than
other teams.
I would say the reliance on Harry Kane with England and Mbappe in France are exactly the same. Because where are the goals coming from?
Well, I'll say even more so perhaps because with France, you have Olivier Giroud up front.
You have Antoine
Good
Griezmann.
point, yeah.
You have Chouameni, who might just score a screamer from the midfield.
But not prolific marksman. And Griezmann plays often in midfield for France.
Yeah, but he'll still
a lot
score
deeper.
goals. I think if France, we were just talking about this off air, if France lose Mbappe and if England lose Harry Kane, it will affect England so much more than it will France. Because I think France can score, more players there will be able to score rather than England, because it seems like something happens to this team, and this is why I'm still not convinced, where, as you said, they have some of the best players in the world, if not the best midfielder, the best striker, world class. But when they come together, I don't see it as a world-class winning team just yet. There's still pieces missing. The game against Italy, right? They got their revenge. They won 3-1. Let's remember that this is an Italian team who had a manager walk out on them, 5 weeks ago? So a new management. Half their players can't play because they're all betting. No Sandro Tonali, no Fagioli, no Federico Chiesa was missed so much. Raspadori, they were missing so many players. So it wasn't a great Italian team, and they also didn't play well, let's be honest. But even with that still, England I thought they were good, but I still expected more, because when you see the players and the talent, I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. If they play a higher level team, that something could happen here.
I know, but they still won, though.
Yeah, they did.
Right?
But
And when it comes to Euros and knockout football, and we're going to assume that England's going to make the knockouts, depending on their group, it doesn't really matter how you win. As long as you win. Look at the run that Morocco went on. Were they spectacular in the games that they played, at least from an attacking standpoint? Far from it, but they got the job done.
But I think that's not what I'm saying. I think when a team with greater talent and more experience in recent years goes and plays against England, they are going to suffer. If it's a Spain, if it's a France, if it's a Portugal, maybe even a Belgium or a Germany, who knows? But I'm just saying, I wouldn't walk away from this Italy game thinking, guys, this is the year.
You sound like an England fan. That's a problem here, right? That you're so jaded from the past. I'm trying to break free from that.
You guys are all saying the same thing again. You're all saying, guys, this is the year. You just said it.
No, precisely.
But that's what England fans are saying. And
I don't think they are. I think there's still a lot who are still reticent to put that label on this team because of what's happened.
Why is that, though?
Because of years of hurt.
It's the hope that kills.
As the song says. Was it 20 years of hurt? It's an old song now. It's more than that. 60 years of hurt. No? Oh, it's a classic song.
Okay.
It's a World Cup anthem.
Okay.
One day I'll play it for you.
No, it's tough for you.
40 years of hurt is what the line actually.
It's tough for you, being a fan of England, obviously being from England. So it's hard to take off those glasses. For me, kind of standing in the middle, I look at England as, I have France as my favorite. I could have easily put England there because I think they're that good. I think this is probably the best squad of players England have had. I don't know, maybe going back to when? Sharms, the 90s?
98, maybe 90? Maybe we've never seen this because I'm looking at some of those players, the three players that stand out to me right now. Maybe four. It's Declan Rice, who's doing things in the midfield that I haven't seen an England midfielder do for a very long time. Jude Bellingham, he might go down in 15 years from now as the greatest England midfielder, England player of all time. He's 20. He's 20. What he's doing is ridiculous, and he's now added goals to his game as well. And Harry Kane. And right now, let me ask you this. This is a question for you. If you're starting a team right now, forget age, forget future, this season, and you're looking for a number 9, are you picking Harry Kane or Erling Haaland?
Harry Kane. Been Harry Kane for years. I don't think this conversation is still going on. Erling Haaland can score goals and he's fantastic. I'm not saying I'm not taking anything away from him. But if you want the complete package,
he's a complete package.
You take
and that's why those three players, I would sprinkle in a Phil Foden, who doesn't always start for England, did yesterday look pretty good. Then you have Marcus Rashford, who's so streaky. If they catch him on a hot ring of form next season.
I wouldn't bank on that. I don't even know if he's going to be on the plane. Let's be real. Still a lot of time to go, Sharms.
Yeah, no, I'm torn with him as well.
Just
he'll be on the plane.
2 goals in qualifying?
He'll be on the plane.
That's what I mean by the drop-off from Harry Kane, right? That's why he's so important to this team. He scored, 7 goals in the Euro qualifying. Then you go to Saka with 4 goals. Saka's going to get you his goals. Foden will get goals. Bellingham will get goals. And it drops down to Marcus Rashford at 2 goals. So it has to be by committee without Harry Kane. Right?
Yeah.
Which will be extremely difficult.
Almost, if you can do that, is better that way, is it not? Not to rely on one player.
Absolutely.
But listen, there's no point speculating. What if someone gets hurt?
Sure.
We can't do that. We don't know what's going to happen. We're going to assume everyone's healthy by next.
I think you should feel pretty confident that they should win this thing.
Yeah.
They have everything. They have everything in place to do so.
Did you put England as number 1?
I put them as number 1.
Okay.
And trust me, and listen, I think you know me well enough. I'm not an England apologist, right? I've been hard on this team over the years. They've pissed me off more than any team outside maybe the Toronto Maple Leafs in my sporting, fandom over the years. So it took me a lot to put them as number 1. But quite frankly, like you guys are saying, France, England. France are wonderful. We've seen what they do at tournaments. But who is the next team that you think can jump in there? I think we all have Spain. Spain or Portugal in there, right?
Right.
What is Spain, Sarah? Because I still don't know quite what they are. There's some brilliant talent coming through. They look great at times in recent tournaments, but they haven't quite got it done.
It's been an issue since David Villa has left the club in who is going to score the goals for Spain. In this past 2 qualifying rounds, Alvaro Morata has stepped up to the plate, which is great. And yeah, the Euros are not far. He'll still be on the team. Fantastic. But there's a concern of how they get the goals. Yeah, they play beautiful football. Their midfield is unmatched. They are, they're going to get that possession. But what we saw from the World Cup last year with Spain, where they struggled, they could not find the back of the net. It's been getting better since. And I think because we know the quality of the team, that's why we all put them up so high. But that's the one factor with Spain that I can't give it like they're the number 1s to pick.
Although even with Villa, when they won the World Cup, it was 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, they dominated the games,
I know,
and the
they
goals were like they managed to score, which I mean is more than we can say for the 2022 World Cup, because I mean they were taking to penalties. The 2020 Euros, they were taking to penalties twice. Like they were banking on just winning penalties, and it's like you can't play
But
like
the thing
that.
with Spain, and I'm with you with Murata, but they have the ability to score by committee. You'll get goals
They
from
have to.
all over
Gavi,
the place.
Lamine Yamal is
And
scoring goals.
that was my difference maker going with Spain in 3 rather than Portugal, because I still think as deep as Portugal is, and they're incredibly deep, especially in an attacking sense, there's still such a heavy reliance on Cristiano Ronaldo.
Sure.
That you take him out, I don't exactly know what that Portugal side is, because we really haven't seen
Are you
it.
surprised he's still there, still scoring goals after the World Cup?
No, I'm not, because we've seen him do this for so long. So, I mean, we can talk about, the opposition that they've been playing. They may be one of the easier groups in Europe. Regardless, he's still scoring those goals, and he'll most likely be on the plane to the Euros. I'd be shocked if Roberto
he will
Martinez took
be,
him out.
for sure.
Right? And you want him there, too, because if things go wrong, they're going to blame Ronaldo. If things go right, it's on Ronaldo. So it's almost it's good to have him in that position. Is he going to play 90 minutes every game? That's a whole other conversation. But I just feel like what happens if Ronaldo can't play a full 90 and needs to be subbed in games or come off the bench?
Is Gonzalo Ramos that guy? I don't know if he is.
No, I don't think, because where's he been during qualifying, right? He's been nowhere. So there's going to be a reliance on other players. Defensively, they're good. And what do teams need in these tournaments to win these trophies? You need a goalkeeper who can make timely saves. You need a relatively solid defense, and you need at least one star player on your side. And I feel like Spain has that at the moment.
Well, it depends if Unai Simon does whatever he does every tournament and plays with the ball in the back, and then every tournament he does this silly mistake. So I mean, I don't know. That makes me a bit nervous.
You could probably flip a coin between the two, honestly.
Yeah. It is a wide open tournament.
So
Next
First
year,
time
is
in a
it not?
long time, yeah.
I think so,
I
yeah.
feel like we kind of talk so much about England. Can we talk about France for a moment? And we both have them as number one. And I know you guys were saying England, France, England. For me, no, it's France and then it's England. And I could be wrong for sure. But the reason I'm backing France is because they have the experience. They went to the finals against Argentina. Kylian Mbappe turned on, scored a hat-trick. They brought them to penalties. That game could have gone either way, we know. They won in 2018. They won the Euros last. This team has won, and they know how to win tournament-style football. Mm-hmm. And it's relatively the same team, and they have one man named Kylian Mbappe. That, to me, just gives them more of the edge. They've done it.
Yeah,
They've done it. They know how to do it.
Incredible keeper.
Yeah.
Mike Mignon. I mean, listen, they lose Hugo Lloris, Karim Benzema. Doesn't really affect them.
It doesn't. And listen, and I'll admit, Teo Hernandez is great. He's really, since the World Cup,
Remember
where I was
what you said
critical,
about Teo
and I stand by that, but he's been superb this
I feel
season.
like every time we watch him in the
unbelievable.
Champions League, he is the standout player.
I know.
He is.
I know.
Always.
I still
So
stand up
good.
there. He wasn't that great at the World Cup. Just saying. I'm just saying.
I can't do
And
this
I know it's an
song and dance.
unpopular
Are we going to have
opinion.
this Jules Koundé conversation again?
No!
Oh, we're sitting in these very couches.
Yeah.
Really? Halcyon days. Yeah, listen, they're the bookies' favourites at plus 450 to win this thing. So I understand why that's the case, right? But it is flip-flop France, England. But you're right, maybe that battle-hardened tournament team that France are. Although in England, like you mentioned, semi-final or final, they're getting battle-hardened. I'm hoping to God
I mean,
that's
you
what
would
it
think
is.
so. With England, I'm worried about the third spot in that midfield. Jordan Henderson looks completely off it. Calvin Phillips is not playing.
Don't play a double pivot. Don't have two
But if he
holding
decides
players.
to do that, which he'll most likely will, you need someone to go beside Declan Rice and Bellingham.
So who is that?
Right now, it's nobody. You don't have that player. I mean, maybe Conor Gallagher, I heard his name being thrown out, if he can keep this form up until the Euros. Still a long way to go. And then defensively, is Harry Maguire?
There's definitely a question mark with Harry Maguire. Let's be honest.
Okay, come January, he doesn't get sold. He stays at Manchester United, is not playing as much. Is he still on the plane?
He did start last game for United.
Let me answer
That's
the question,
exactly
though.
why people thought he started for. Oh my goodness!
Because there's no one else there.
I think Mark Gay came on off the bench yesterday. Is the next guy in line, right? But he's playing at Palace. It's not exactly top quality football.
And also missing Tyrone Mings isn't there either. Ezri Konsa has been pretty good. Is he going to get a call up?
Could
A lot of questions on defense.
There are, absolutely.
Could England's success come down to Gareth Southgate's decisions? Because we know and we've critiqued some of his decisions recently. I mean, for a while
He's
now.
He's too loyal. Yes, but you
that's
can't
what I
question
mean.
what he's done for this team.
Yeah,
I'm not
he takes a
questioning
lot
what
of
he's done.
heat.
I'm just saying, let's say England make it to another semifinal or final, but chooses to play these certain players where there might be better talent on the bench. I think it could really come down to what he decides to do.
To be fair, the players that he's picked in those tournaments didn't really let him down.
Like
those
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Harry Maguire, pretty good. The loyalty to Jordan Henderson is very strange.
But he doesn't let you down though.
They don't, right? So Southgate takes a lot of heat, and I've given him a lot of heat. But they've been relatively successful. I know, they haven't won anything, but it's so difficult to win something.
It's so difficult to win something.
So you got to give the guy a lot of credit, but he is loyal to a fault.
Having watched England, I keep saying this so many years, and if you tell me that England's made a semi-final and a final in the last 3 major tournaments and 1 quarterfinal,
impressive.
I would say, I'll take that, because I've seen them crash out of group phases, round of 16s, quarters on penalties numerous times, too many times. So he's done a great job.
Right.
But it's like a lot of teams, you get to a certain point, is the coach the right person to take them to the next level? They've done a great job, but do you need someone else to come in there to take them to the next level? That's the question. I hope, obviously, for numerous reasons, that they win Euro, but one of those reasons is because it's Gareth Southgate. He's a good guy. He's a good human being who's done a nice job there. He needs some accolade, I think.
I feel like he kind of reluctantly signed to stay on for the Euros.
Yeah, it seems that way, right?
Right.
Wasn't the plan, I think, originally.
He was done. So,
yeah.
Last hurrah.
Sorry, can we talk about your 5th pick?
My 5th pick, Germany, Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, it's 5th pick. I could have gone anywhere apart from Denmark.
Well, I mean, they're not qualified yet.
No, not.
It's okay. Denmark hasn't qualified either.
Yeah, I mean, I picked a team that qualified just also to maybe be safe.
Hey,
It's way too early picks. That's the whole point of the segment, Sarah.
Yeah,
I hope Turkey wins it or something. I hope we're all wrong.
Dude,
That'd be
Turkey
great.
looks great.
I hope we're all wrong.
Turkey looks
Listen,
good.
Netherlands, I mean, don't question Netherlands. They have Wout Weghorst back in the squad.
Who missed a penalty
He's
2
been
days
so
ago?
bad.
Missed
he's
a
been so
penalty.
bad.
Netherlands actually are arguably one of the worst teams I've seen play recently. They have been, considering the players they have.
But who are the players they have? That's the thing. I have my notes
Virgil
here.
van Dijk, Frankie de Jong, Matthias de Ligt. These are
Daniel
not.
Mullen, Stevie
They're not game winners.
Bergwijn,
Well,
Stevie
no, here's the
Berghuis.
thing. Frankie de Jong isn't playing on this team. Frankie de Jong is a pendulum player. He controls the entire game. He's injured. I honestly think that's a huge miss for them, but they look like they have not looked good in what? Since 20.
Where's the star
2010?
power? It
2012?
used to be the Dutch. You look at that squad and you go, oh my God, look at this team.
There's so much talent.
It's been a while
Yeah.
since you said that, right?
There's still, even now, there's so much talent. But star power, the one
Yeah.
that pops out is Virgil van Dijk, who stepped up for the penalty the other day too.
Yeah, he
Credit
did.
to him for doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have any faith in the Dutch.
Not a hope. Not after the last World Cup either.
I can understand why you have them there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, again, it's a flip-flop because,
Yeah.
I mean, who does Sarah have there? You have
put
you
Belgium
got Belgium.
because I didn't wanna
Really?
put-
You still have faith in the old golden
Yeah,
generation,
Well,
eh?
I hate Belgium. I don't think they
Hold
should
on,
be
you got to
ranked
really
as much
explain
as.
this one.
Well, I don't think they should have been ranked number 1 ever in the world. The golden generation, I don't care. I put them because I'm not going to put Netherlands because I'd say Belgium are better than them. And I don't want to put Germany. Nothing that Germany has done of late has impressed me. I know people are putting them because they're the hosts. Like you mentioned, they're already qualified. That's an easy, no. I don't want that. I've took Belgium because, they finished top of their group right now. They have 16 out of 18 points. They also played against Sweden and Austria. Their group isn't like the easiest. So what they've been able to do, okay, fine. Maybe them, they've shown more to me than a Germany or Netherlands had. So, okay, fine. But that 5th place position probably could have been to anyone because I think it's the 4 and then the rest, like you guys said. But I think they look better than, I don't know, Germany.
I don't know. There's a
shocking.
lot of mushy teams there in that kind of 4, 5, 6 range who should be
Yeah,
good,
who
but
comes
they're
after
not.
5? I was looking
Well,
and I was like,
Let's get to Birdie's 5th pick, shall we?
Denmark.
No matter what year it is,
Yeah,
or what tournament, you're always going to pick Denmark.
I
right?
love
Is this
Denmark.
because you're stubborn, or you got an actual strategic reason for
well,
this?
I picked them to go
Christian
deep in the World Cup. Clearly did not happen. The last Euros, Ericsson goes down, and we're not going to go into that, but whatever. They make a deep run. I've always liked their team. I think they're a completely settled squad. Now they have Rasmus Højlund, he was good at Atalanta, but now he's with Manchester United. He's scoring goals from, I think he has 6 or 7 goals in qualifying. They still haven't qualified yet, I understand that. But now they have a true goal scorer who they haven't had for a very long time. You still got Ericsson there, Højbjerg, Kjær, Kasper Schmeichel's the keeper. A lot of the same players that were at that last Euro that made that deep run are still playing with the team. They're all still playing at a high level. Mm-hmm. And like you said, in and around that 5th place mark, who is it? Right? Belgium, okay, they got Lukaku. You're going to get De Bruyne back. The defense is still suspect. Aging defense. Courtois hasn't been playing. What's he going to be like when that Euros comes around?
will he even play, actually?
Will he even
I
play?
don't know.
So I have a concern with Belgium. And who's your 5th? Netherlands? Yeah. So a lot of teams are up in the air. I think you can go either way. Is Denmark, do they have a legitimate shot of winning this thing? Probably not, but I mean, out of the rest, I think they could be at the top of that pack.
So Albert picked Denmark to win the World Cup, and didn't they not qualify out of their group?
They didn't get out of the group, no.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, that's all.
Right.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a valid
Same
point.
team, exact same team, didn't get out.
The more, as we
Hold
talk
on, did
about
Belgium
this,
get out of the group?
I don't know, but I didn't pick Belgium to win the World Cup.
Doesn't matter.
I picked Argentina.
Let's go on a flyer there, just hoping how smart will he...
How easy is it to pick Argentina or to pick, France?
Well, in fairness, when they say, who do you think will win the World
Yeah,
Cup?
like,
You kind of
I
have
mean,
to go
It's
with
like I hear people take credit. Oh, I picked Argentina to win the World Cup. Oh, congratulations. I picked France to win the World Cup. Okay, great. What are you telling me?
What were you telling me?
Yeah,
though?
like you're picking a team.
I'm just trying to be
You're
different.
going off on a massive limb here.
Teams in this world.
I'm different. My
you know
name
what?
is
Screw you
Albert.
guys.
Yeah.
Screw those picks. Portugal's winning the World Cup. Ronaldo's going to show all you guys.
The World
you go.
Cup?
You want the honesty?
Portugal's winning the World Cup?
No, Euro Cup is what I meant. Sorry.
Never.
Can we not call it Euro Cup, by the way? Can we make a rule in Room 442?
Why?
Euros.
Because it's not Euro Cup. It's the Euros.
Yeah,
or,
the Euros.
Or even the
Oh, okay.
Euro. Even I'll take that. Just Euro Cup, bit of a snub. Bit of a North American way of calling Euros.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, hopefully England will
Yeah,
make it out of the
Albert.
group.
Your Euro Cup Portuguese winners.
Hey, don't hate.
I'm just saying that Denmark pick, that was just purely based on a limb that, you know what, if this works, I'm going to look fantastic.
His bragging rights would be nuts.
Right, and you would brag about it.
Yeah.
Therefore, we must crush you because it
I
didn't
think
come
the
to
last
fruition.
Euros they had Turkey to win it.
Yeah, Turkey?
Yeah, so.
You never know.
I'd love to see
I
Turkey
think
go
you're right,
on a
though.
run. I'd love to see them go on a
We
run.
did see Denmark win it once out of nowhere in 1992.
That's what I
can
want.
happen.
I want to go off. I want someone off the board to win it.
Would you rather
I
that?
love those stories.
You'd rather that than Portugal win?
I mean, yeah, okay. Being Portuguese, I would love Portugal to win, but I love a good story. I want to see a team make a run. How
Would
great was it
Ronaldo
watching
winning
Morocco
again,
at the
though?
World
Would
Cup?
Ronaldo winning another championship at his age
Right.
would be a great story, though.
Yeah, of course.
Incredible story.
Incredible story. He said he's going after 1,000 goals now all time. Did you see that?
What's he at now?
894, I think.
He'd probably
You can
do it.
do
Playing in
that.
that freaking league.
Yeah, playing in Saudi Arabia. Like, no worries.
When Saudi Arabia see Ronaldo scoring 2 goals in qualifying and Jordan Henderson getting minutes, and who's the kid for Scotland? I forget his name now. Is it Jack Hendry?
Yeah.
Right, he's over there, he's playing, and they're thinking, this is great. This is fantastic. It's wonderful. It's brilliant. Anyway, listen, we should wrap it up. That was a good
someone's
chat.
trying to open the door.
Yeah, someone's
The
about to
respect
walk
we
in
have
here.
here is incredible.
That was a fun chat,
It was good.
I think, and we'll revisit it on June 13th, the day before kickoff for Euro next year.
Come on, Denmark, prove these fucking haters wrong.
This is Room 442, 442picks.ca. Please sign up. It's free. Loads of money on the table in the Premier League from now to the end of the season.